Hi guys, welcome back to Kajo Projects. My name is John, and in today's video, I will show you how to prepare your jewelry for 3D printing. And I will show you one free software to create your supports and slice your STL file for printing. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Again, thanks everyone for watching and subscribing. Let's go ahead and dive in. Alright guys, before we begin, you gotta have these tools, of course. You can use Rhino or MatrixGold. You can even use Matrix 9. If you still have Matrix 9, that's good. So in this video, I will show you how to measure files and prepare them for 3D printing. Okay. For this design right here, we're gonna go ahead and hide the gem. Okay, and then once we hide the gem, we're gonna go to manufacturing, and this is for MatrixGold. Okay, go to manufacturing, and then we're gonna go to let me check. Well, we're gonna go to mesh repair. Okay, once you click mesh repair, what it will do is it will mesh your models. It will mesh all your polished surfaces into one piece. Okay, so they will be on one mesh. Okay, and then now we're gonna put delete input object equals on. Okay, make sure this is on, and then once you're good with that, press enter. All right, there you go. So now we have the mesh file. Okay, for MatrixGold. As you can see, we still have sharp corners over here, but that's okay. This will be fixed when we use the software. It's gonna be the Chitubox, and then that's where we're gonna prepare your files for 3D printing. Okay, so that's how you do a mesh repair in MatrixGold. But I'm gonna also show you how to mesh repair in Matrix 9. So I'm gonna go to my Matrix 9 right here. Of course, if you are doing this for production, make sure you put some heights. You put some what do you call this? Add some prongs on your add some taller prongs for your manufacturing. Okay, like for this. So that's just gonna be a quick example. Okay, but there you go. Let's go ahead and mesh this file. So I'm gonna hide all my gems, select everything, and then go to tools, and then go to mesh repair. Okay, this is how you do a mesh repair in Matrix 9. Okay, mesh repair, same thing here. Make sure you delete input object on. There you go, and then press enter. And then over here, we just need to wait it out and make sure that this is gonna be 100%. And once that one's good, and then we're gonna go ahead and export them on STL file. Okay, so we're good here. So this is now one mesh. Wait, this is not touching, so make sure that they're all touching. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this down a little bit. There we go, and then I'm gonna mesh this again. Okay, we're gonna mesh this again. All right, guys, we just need to wait it out. This should be fast. Okay, there we go. So now this is just one mesh. All right, so now how do we put them on STL file? How do we export this on STL file for Matrix 9? So we're gonna go ahead and go to files, and then go to file right here, file, and then go to export selected. Okay, once you click export selected, there you go. Now you're gonna be able to save this as for this design. This is a spiral, so it's this one right here, and then you can pick the STL file on your save as type. Okay, it's gonna be right here. So as you can see, you have OBJ, you have 3DM file, you have all these files, but what we need here is gonna be the STL file right here. Okay, and then I'm gonna name this again to spiral 2. There you go, and then save. All right, guys, this will be export option. Just press OK here. It should be good. All right, that's basically how you export an STL file from your Matrix 9. Okay, I'm gonna go back to MatrixGold, and then we're gonna do another export. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to export. Over here, select your model, go export. Okay, and then solitaire. So this one will be solitaire, so it's that one right here. I'm gonna save it the same thing in there. I'm gonna go ahead and replace that. Press OK. All right, and then now we're gonna use Chitubox right here. This Chitubox is the free version, so you don't have to pay. I really recommend this for some people who doesn't have a slicer program for your 3D printing, because this one is very useful. Let's say that once you downloaded this, you're gonna see this. Basically, you're gonna be able to add a program, add the machine over here. Over here, you're gonna be able to select all the machine, the 3D printers that you have. Okay, and hopefully that you will see your machine over here. Like over here, you can see Elego. It's very popular. There's a lot more popular here. You got the Spark Maker. There you go. Maybe there's a custom print. Maybe you can try that one as well. Yeah. So let's say that you have a Elego, right? So we're gonna go ahead and click Elego right here, and then let's say you have the latest Elego Mars 5 right here, Ultra. Okay, so let's say you have this. You go ahead and press that, click next. Okay, all right, and then apply. Over here as well, you can select the resin over here, the type. Okay, in some program, let me go back to my previous. Let's say we pick a what do you call this? Let's go. Let's say we pick this X1 Mini right here. Click next. You can pick all the resin, the print, and there's an advance over here as well that you can change. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and apply onto this. Okay, so now we have the Mini over here, right? The Mini, or let's say you have the Elego right here. You can always add a machine if you have a different machine. Okay, so let's go to Mini again. Okay, so all right, guys, so what do we do next? So right now we're gonna need to add the files that we have is the STL files that you saved earlier from your MatrixGold or Rhino or Matrix 9. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and open. So find the STL file that you saved. So for me, it's gonna be the Spiral 2 Ring 2. We're gonna open that. Okay, there you go, and then we can add another file. It's gonna be the Solitaire. And there you go, guys. All right, so we have two STL file over here. So now we're gonna go ahead and repair this. Okay, so like example for this, we have so many this one came from MatrixGold. We have so many sharp triangles. So all we need to do here is click this one, and then we're gonna go repair. Okay, and what it does, it will repair your models for you. It may not be exactly what we want. There you go. I guess it's not too bad. This is probably gonna get polished. Okay, so for this one as well, let's go ahead and repair it. All right, there we go. So we have those two repair. So we're gonna go ahead and click one of this, and then we're gonna go ahead to go to the left side. You're gonna see move right here. And then we're gonna go to Z, and then we're gonna change this to, let's say, 6mm. Okay, there you go. And then the same thing here. We're gonna put 6mm here for our Solitaire. All right, so enter. There we go, guys. Now we're gonna put the supports on this too. Okay, we're gonna put supports on this too. So we're gonna go ahead and click this spiral, and then on the right side over here, you're gonna see the right side. You're gonna be able to support. You're gonna be able to support this automatically. Okay. So over here, let's go ahead and we can. If you have a heavy model, you can click heavy. You can click middle and light. What I usually use is the light. It should support it properly already. So we're gonna click that and then click automatic support right here on the right side. Okay, there you go, guys. You see it now? It's supporting your files, right? So there you go. That's pretty good. So now let's go back to this one should be good. Let's go back to our solitaire. So click the solitaire. We're gonna do the same thing, add the supports, and then click light and then auto support. There we go, guys. All right, to go back to where you at, just click here on the file list, and there you go, guys. All right, the last step here is basically we're gonna have to slice both of this, right? So over here, you're gonna be able to see slice button. Okay, and this is the preview of your slicing. This is basically the 3D printing is gonna be working for you. Okay, so it'll print little by little. It goes up like that, and there you go. Right. Hopefully this should help you guys. If you have if you have a 3D printing and you're trying to find a slicer for you, and hopefully this helps anybody who wants to print their jewelry design. If you bought a 3D printer and you need a slicer, and I really recommend Chitubox. It's free and full transparency. I'm not sponsored by Chitubox, so yeah. So I just really recommend this. What do you call this program software. All right, that's basically how it prints. So once you're done with that, we're gonna go ahead and save. Okay, and then over here it's gonna be as a CTB type. All we need to do is basically you can type a name of what you want, whatever the name is. Let's say print. You can put a date on it. Let's say 12 dot 724, right? And there you go. And then press save. What it does is it's gonna be preparing that files for you. All right, we're almost done here. That's basically it. So there we go. We're gonna go open this file. So it's this file right here. So all you need to do is save this to your drive. Once you save this to your drive, you're gonna be able to put it on your printer, and your printer is gonna ask for a file, and that file is gonna be this print or whatever's the name that you put in there. All right, guys, that's pretty much about it. I hope you like this content tutorial. It's really quick. I just want to put some help on those people who need some guide on when they bought a 3D printer and they want to know how to grow their jewelry. And there you go, guys. If you like this content tutorial, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and drop any comments and questions in the comments below. All right, guys, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.